Okay, good morning everyone. So in today's video we are going to learn about the arrow functions. So this is very exciting features of one of the best feature in JavaScript, so which is new arrow functions. So arrow functions are the replacement of the conventional functions keywords that you can see here, and now it is more convenient to write it, and very useful. And there is also some use of this function. This can be used as a JavaScript expressions, so this is really very great to use. Okay, so I have a couple of examples, so where I'm going to convert the conventional function into the arrow functions. So assume this one. Okay, so for this function I'm going to copy paste it. Okay, and instead of function keyword we can directly just remove this keyword, and we can create a variable for this. Okay, so here is sum by arrow. Okay, so this is a function name, and we need to assign this variable with the arrow keyword. So this is the parameter list, and instead of function keyword we have used this, and now we are assigning this to the variable. So this is the formal syntax of the arrow function. So by this way you can use this function. Now you need to just call this, and it will return the sum of the a and b variables. Okay, so let's just try with the another thing, like just copy this, paste it, remove the function keyword, use the variable declaration by arrow, okay, space, and here we need to use the arrow function. Okay, and assign it to the variable. Okay, so this way we have converted this. So there's one more thing, that if you have only a single parameter in a arrow function, you can just use it without these kind of braces. So here as well it will execute it the same way. So you can see that there is less thing you need to write in the arrow functions. Okay, and one more thing, that if you have only returning something in this, and there is only one line into the code, so you can directly use this, like you just copy this and remove the entire definition and paste it out, semicolon. So this is, again, it is actually not looking like a function, it is more like an expression, but yes, it is a function, and this is the power of arrow functions. Okay, so again, just try with this function. So if we copy this and paste it and use the current, just remove this and declaration, get current date by arrow. Okay, and use the keyword here, which is like this. So as I already covered into the last example, that if we are having only the single statement, we can write it like this, and we need not to write the return over here. Okay, so I just write new date, copy, removing this, and this is it. Okay, so I think you are now comfortable with the arrow functions, that how to provide these kind of things. Okay, so similarly in the callbacks, or in the methods where we passing the functions as a parameter, so here also we can use the arrow functions. Let's suppose copy and paste it. Instead of function keyword, we just remove it and use this arrow syntax now, and you can see that there is only one statement into the definition, so we can directly use this statement instead of definition. If there is multiple statements, you can see that this is more concise, and well written code. So if there is multi-statement, then you have to write this parameters. Okay, you can avoid this for the single parameter. So is these arrow functions are only invented just for the the concisement or just the betterment of the syntax? There is more things here that we can use. Okay, let's just take the example of this code. Look at this code. I've created a class as user, and I provide a name into the constructor. So whenever I'm going to create a user, I have to pass the name into that, and I've created two methods, display by arrow and display by function. So I basically going to print the name of this user into the arrow example as well as the function example. So I think you guys are getting confused that what I'm writing set timeout over here. So I'm just writing set timeout here so that you can clear that it is not into the context, it is the global calling that here called. So again, so I've just created a user variable, passing my name into it, and then I'm calling one method display by arrow and display by function. So let's just copy and paste it into the console, and let's just check that what should be the result of this. So I'm just pasting it out, and you can see that in the arrow method I am printing this dot name. Similarly, in the function method I am printing this dot name. In the arrow method I am using this arrow function. In the function method we are using the conventional function of the JavaScript. Okay, now I'm executing it, and let's just see what will be the result. Okay, so here you can see in the arrow method we have got the result, this dot name, which is actually the name I provided here, and we got the result. But in the function we haven't received any result. Now what can be the reason of this thing? So let's just say if I'm only printing this over here instead of name, we'll find out that I'm going to execute it, that in the arrow function there is an object which is a class users object. Okay, but in the function there is an object which is referring to the window. Okay, so this is a global window object they are referring. So this is the benefit of using arrow functions. So they are not similar to the conventional function. This is a kind of inline JavaScript expression as well. So hope you like this video, and now you are clear with the arrow functions, and I think you all will say bye-bye to the conventional function and now starting using these functions. So thank you everyone watching this video, and if you really liked it, please like this video. Okay, thank you so much.